What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. It's episode 179. Welcome back to the show. Hey, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Let's go. First off, please hit that subscribe button. I'm here 7 days a week. And head over to patreon.com/TJMS to support the show. Awkward pause. To support the show and get access to more content. I post extra videos, pictures on Patreon. I do phone calls with my patrons, and I do shout outs on Fridays. So patreon.com/TJMS. And real quick, I want to insert this for the new listeners. If you're like, why do you do it 7 days a week? What's going on? Was that clear? I don't know why I made that voice. I don't like, shit. Okay. So it's an audio diary. I've been watching YouTube vlogs since 7th grade. And I never pursued my dream of being a daily vlogger. So this is my cop out. I'm just going to not edit video and talk every day and update people verbally. But, okay, what am I saying? I recognized in myself and the behaviors of other people that watch YouTubers that there's a heavy interest out there. People really like to watch daily life shit. They like to watch people make their coffee and walk their dog and, do their day and just chit chat and talk about random shit that's super simple and basic on YouTube. So I basically adopted that. I basically turned that into audio for you guys. And it's an audio diary. It's like a daily vlog. Okay, get it. So yeah, I'm still in the first, 6 months of it. I'm being a little guinea pig with myself right now. And so far, so good. I love it. I think it's fun. And I'm working a lot of my self shit out. What am I saying? Okay, I want to cut to the chase. Guys, I have 52,000 things to tell you guys today. Literally 52,000. I will be reading a list of 52,000 items at a certain point at a part of this podcast in the later half. But first, I feel like I need to do an update on my life and do the vlog part at the beginning here. Let me just get into it. Sorry. I wanted to update people that are new. They're like, what is she, who is this girl? What is her podcast about? Why is she doing it? Yeah, it's a vlog. So here we go. Let me introduce you to the Tuesday I had today. I'm recording this at night. I just finished Ozark. I have this adrenaline rush because someone got shot in the head at the very end. I'm not going to say who. Spoiler alert. Which was wild, but okay, so here I have an eyelash, god damn it. Not good timing. There we go. I just rubbed my eye, feels so good. No makeup, skincare on. Terrible, but whatever. Okay, so I woke up and I pulled my espresso out of the fridge because I told you guys. So this is like a very strange intro here to my day. I am doing a series right now of how I'm getting my shit together. Of telling you guys how I'm getting my shit together until I have my shit together. So I'm going to talk about my day-to-day and bring that into the conversation. So part of me getting my shit together, I talked about on Friday, was me pre-making my coffee instead of having to get Jim, because Jimmy, my puppy, wants to go outside immediately, and I want to make my coffee while I walk him, and it's this hiccup. So I finally started making my coffee the night before, and I make like 4 espresso shots, and in the morning I just pull it out of the fridge and walk with him. So that's been going well. This morning I did that. I walked Jimmy. Same coffee routine. Got my 8 o'clock espresso beans with my nut pods, toasted marshmallow in my plastic cups. Yep, there's a episode called Plastic is Self-Care. Go look it up. There's a reason I'm using plastic. Just if you're curious, just go listen to it. I'm using my plastic coffee shop looking cups. And yeah, we walked. I listened to a podcast. Like I said I was going to do. Started my day out right. And I had my work day, typical Tuesday. Broke at noon. Because here's the thing. If you're new, I finally had this coming to Jesus moment with myself that because I work remote, my day isn't broken up with me getting in the car, driving to an office, going to work, and then coming home. And it's like free flowing. So I finally, after literally almost a year of just this shit, of every day's the same, 7 days a week working at 10 p.m., working at 2 a.m., working at 6 a.m., like there was no structure. I finally put a structure in place, and I'm doing that. So I started work at 8, broke at noon, went back to work at 1, stopped at 5. And at 5, I saw I had a bunch of DMs and emails and shit. And I'm like, I'm not looking at this. Like, I'm not touching it until tomorrow. I'm off. That's what I have to do because my brain doesn't shut down. So 5 p.m. hits. Oh, do you guys want to know what I ate for lunch? What did I eat for lunch? Oh, I made chicken thighs. Ooh. I did a little like honey, what was it? Honey glazed chicken thigh. What was the other, like a honey mustard coconut situation? I don't know. I found a recipe and I made it. So I had chicken thighs in my giant pink salad bowl, and I made a chicken salad. Okay, boring. Yeah, okay. Bikini season. It's any day now. Bikini season is every day. Why am I saying that? I give a fuck about being healthy and looking good. So I ate a salad. All right. So 5 p.m. hits and I did yoga. And then, guys, I really want to tell you guys the 52,000 things. God damn it. I'm almost done with the day. 5 p.m. yoga for 1 hour, feeling blissed out, feeling amazing. I did a Travis Elliott flow called Discipline. It was him on the mat on YouTube, no one else in the room, and then me. And I just felt so on top of my shit. I was like, yes, he's talking about discipline. I'm working on my discipline. I have to parent myself now and get on an 8 to 5 rigid schedule for me to feel sane. So after yoga, I cuddled with Jimmy. So that's like my what is it called? Shavasana. Fuck, you know the part of yoga at the very end where you're on your back? Yeah, that part is now me holding Jimmy, like heart to heart, and cuddling him because he missed me for an hour. So I did that, and then I smelled him. And when we were walking outside today, he rough housed. He got rough. Do I need to like break up my sentences and have more pauses and inflections so you pay attention? I feel like I'm ramming this down. And it's also way too late to be podcasting and whatever. So Jimmy rough-housed. Jimmy played with another golden retriever named George and got all muddy today. So when I was cuddling him after yoga, I was like sniffing around. I'm like, ah, shit. Time for a bath, bud. It's time. His coat, like, you're not supposed to wash your puppy every week. Or like dogs are supposed to, it's like bad for their, it's like strips their natural oils and shit. I don't fucking know. But I smelled him. I go based off of smell. Because here's the thing. I wipe his paws down. I got these new baby wipes for his paws after we come in. And that's good enough for me. I brush him. But when he stinks like shit, I have to shower him. So I threw him in the shower. I was like in my yoga pants, in my little crop top situation, getting wet. I was like in the shower fully clothed. But it was like one of those things where I said, okay, I have to shower. He needs to shower. My clothes are dirty anyways from yoga. I'm just going to fucking go in and get drenched. So he was great. He stood there, enjoyed it. I had like a nice warm temperature going. And this is where it took a dark turn. There's the inflection. This is where it took a dark turn. Okay. So, shit. Let me drink some water. I'm an entertainer. I gotta practice being less monotone for you guys. Okay. This is where it took a turn. So, the shower is over. And I wipe him down with a towel really good, as best as possible. I'm not OCD about getting him perfectly dry. I let him shake off himself, and I open the door. Jimmy proceeds to run through the house like I've never seen him go this crazy. And it was like his post bath anxiety. I don't fucking know, but he went nuts. And I heard it, but I'm in the bathroom like wiping up. The floor got wet and shit, and I'm like wiping the floor. And all of a sudden I hear absolute not murder. I hear shattering glass. I hear shit falling. I hear him scatter away, whatever it's called, bunny hop away. And it was like a slow motion event where I was in my head thinking of every glass object in my apartment. And then I was thinking of like the location I heard the noise. And then I was like, oh shit, it's coming from the kitchen. I was like, fuck. Okay. So then I ran out of the bathroom. He had ran to me in fear. Like he freaked the fuck out. There was a trail of pee all the way to me. Like he peed as he ran away. As he ran away. What the fuck? He peed as he ran away. Okay, I did fine. Jesus. Guys, I need to maybe podcast earlier in the day, but I haven't really scheduled that in appropriately yet. It doesn't seem to fit anywhere earlier because I work. So anyways, I go into the kitchen. There's shit all over the floor. There's broken glass. My Edison bulb lamp was shattered everywhere. My Bath and Body Works candle holder, it was like a pumpkin candle. I turned into a pen container, like my Sharpie container, shattered. Just shit everywhere, right? So I'm like, immediately I went to console him and tell him it's okay. Like I was trying to be nice because I could tell he was terrified. I did not yell at him. I didn't make him feel bad at all for doing that because he didn't mean to. What he did is he pulled a cord, of course. I've been telling you guys like every episode how he's chewing cords. He's tangling himself around my fucking cords. It's really annoying. But yeah, he like tangled himself in a cord and ran away, and then it pulled the lamp off of the studio, the back here of my studio. And anyways, so yeah, I just like immediately went into mom mode, whipped out my phone, made a video, sent it to my family of, hey, life update. Jimmy had his first plane crash. His training wheels fell off. He wasn't able to ride his bike on his own, and so therefore I got broken glass everywhere and I gotta clean it up. So I did a little video, sent it to the fam, and then I just started going. You don't half-ass cleaning up glass. You don't half-ass, that sounded cool. You don't half-ass cleaning up glass. And this poor guy has little vulnerable paws, as well as me. I have vulnerable feet, even though I wear slippers in my house all the time. But I was like, I do not want a shard in his fucking paw, so I'm going to take as much time as I need, even though I'm starving because I just did yoga and I showered. Wait, no, I showered him. Yeah, it was like a lot. And it took me, 15 minutes, cleaned it all up, and then he went and hid under the bed forever. Like, it was past his dinner time. He wasn't coming out. I was trying to be nice to him. He wanted to hide and be scared and have his time to freak out, and then, I let him do that. And then finally, I just made him come out and face the situation. And he slowly walked up to the spot, sniffed around, made sure the scene was good. And now he'll never come over and eat my cords again. So that's positive. I feel like at the end of the day, it was good for me to, like, I guess, experience what it's like when a kid makes a really big mess and, like, how I react. Because my first instinct was not anger. And I think I learned that from my mom because when we were kids, she always told us, like, yeah, you guys would spill shit everywhere, spill milk when you're making your cereal and like da-da-da. She's like, you guys didn't mean to do that. It wasn't you weren't trying to do it on purpose. You weren't making the mess on purpose. So I'm not going to scream at you for it. And I have that same mentality with Jimmy. Like, he didn't mean to do that. So and he was scared. Like, he was fucking terrified. He hid under the bed for an hour, and it passes his dinner time, and he freaked out. And so yeah, that was kind of cool. I'm really going on a tangent here. I still have 52,000 fucking comments to tell you guys, or things to read. That's really special. You guys are really going to want to wait till the end of this episode to hear the 52,000 things I'm going to read. And I'm not just saying 52,000 to say 52,000. Like, there's a reason for it. So, yeah, all in all, this is a no Jimmy zone now. I think he's going to have PTSD from now on of this corner, which is good because every time I podcast, he comes over here. Every time I work, he's trying to like bite my cords and come up. And like, it's tough. I need to have, I think I remembered what the gaming term I was looking for yesterday was. It's called cord management. I need better cord management. If you're unfamiliar with that term, gamers do YouTube videos and Instagram videos of how they organize their cords of like from all their monitors and their gaming consoles and shit. They'll do like a video of like how they attach them under the desk and like trail them around their gaming room to like make it look all tucked away so you don't see the cords. So I need to work on my cord management, obviously, but for now, I don't think he's going to be around here anymore, and I'm pretty excited about that. He you know, kids got to learn. Kids got to... And then, you know, I was watching Ozark later. Let me get into the rest of my night. And the kid was every fucking sound. There was broken glass at one point, and he shit his pants on the spot in my lab. Not really, but, like, he was terrified of the sounds of Ozark. Like, the whole night, any noise is scary for him. So, anyways, let me just tell you, yeah, what did I do to end my day? I'm fucking ending it right now. I'm ending my day with a podcast, and I have to read 52,000 things. Okay. So while he was under the bed freaking out, I showered, I cleaned myself up. Ew. I had like dog hair on me. He was like wet, and I'm like consoling him, holding him, and it's getting everywhere. And then I made dinner, and then I watched Ozark, and he came and laid with me the whole time and was still freaking out. He did eat dinner. I got him to eat dinner, and I finished Ozark, and now I'm doing this, and that was my day. So, in summary, I'm proud of myself for shutting my brain off of work at 5. I'm proud of myself for sticking to my 5 p.m. yoga. Proud of myself for not yelling at Jimmy. Proud of myself for cleaning up the glass 100%, not half-assing it, because I think it's not an option with glass. You just can't fucking leave a little shard. And I'm proud of myself for making my espresso shots yesterday, so then it was ready for this morning, and I had a flawless day of potty training. So all in all, rockstar day. And by the way, you know what? It's good to see Crystalia on Instagram again. I'm just gonna insert that there. It doesn't make any sense, but I just remembered. I watched his Instagram videos of him and his little kid, and I'm like, that's nice to see. That's all I have to say. Nice to see. You guys may or may not know my opinions about him coming back to the internet and his apology video, but I don't know. It just warmed my heart. I was like, the guy's got a kid, and this is sweet, and you know, I don't know. So there's something going on about Dr. Seuss today. I saw that. I don't want to talk about news. I want to read you guys 52,000 things right now. Okay, 52,000 bottles of beer on the wall. Here we go. 52,000 bottles of beer on the wall. So this is ridiculous. I'm even doing this, but TikTok. Here we go. TikTok kid, probably he looks 13, laying in the middle of a street. There's it's nighttime. There's a street light on, like glowing down on him. It looks like he's next to a forest, in a parking lot at a Parks and Rec place. He's in the middle of the street, sitting and staring off into the distance, away from the camera. And the caption on the video is, "What's your favorite thing about life?" That's all. That's all it is, and a nice little sweet noise. Here we go. Play the audio. And then he just laid down there. He laid down at the second half of that. So, what's your favorite thing about life is the caption, and 52,000 people went off. They went the fuck off, and I'm going to read every comment. So here we go. What's your favorite thing about life? First comment. Is this dumb? Okay, let me like be serious right now. It's hard for me to, I don't know. I know I'm in this phase of trying to get my shit together, and I'm like thinking about the details and little like annoying life things, but it's nice to sit back and smell the roses and remember what's important. And I feel like this is going to be a cool segment to just like get you guys in your feels about life, and and remember like the feelings of joy and love and excitement. And people made all these comments. I think it's really cool. I don't know. I'm gonna read every single one of them. So here we go. This is an 18-hour episode. I don't know. First comment is the ocean. Okay, is this stupid? Is this boring? What's your favorite thing about life? The ocean. I mean, clearly, me too. I think I'm gonna comment back on like what they said to insert my thoughts about it and like stories maybe. I don't know. So next one is, when you go to sleep at night knowing tomorrow is going to be so fun and you're just so excited. Oh, me every day. I get excited about my next day. Like, and that's how I felt, especially at the beginning of podcasting. I did it first thing in the morning, and it was like that. Like I would not want to sleep because I just wanted to podcast. If you go back to September, October, like all I did each episode was go, I love podcasting. I can't wait to do it tomorrow. I know I'm doing it right now, but I want to do it tomorrow already. I love podcasts, blah, blah, blah. Like it was insane how much I look forward to the morning to podcast. And I still do. Like it hasn't gone away. It's just not on the front of my prefrontal cortex or whatever the fuck, my brain. It's like there, and it's like an all-knowing thing that's in my body now that I am a podcaster. I love podcasting. It's just like who I am now. But at first, but like, let's talk about this. Do I have 52,000? Okay, here's the thing. Okay. I'm being annoying. I'm trying too hard. I'm being obnoxious about the 52,000 comments. I just thought that might be a fun hook, but it's not happening. I'm gonna read like 10. Okay, yeah, I know. Who's depressed? If you're, look, just go to TikTok and read them yourself. Okay, but yeah, I think going to sleep knowing tomorrow is gonna be fun is one of the best feelings ever, and I feel like that happens every Christmas for me still. Every like trip, like knowing you're going to the airport in the morning. Even like some dates you go on and shit, like damn, you're just like constantly looking forward to that. I don't know. Life's so fun. All right. Next one is hugging someone you haven't hugged or seen in a long time. That feeling of missing each other is fulfilled. Damn. Random compliments from strangers. It means so much more than coming from a friend or family member. A stranger compliment versus a family compliment? I feel like family is. Personally, I think when a family member compliments me, it has more weight. Because, like, it's just, especially now that we're all growing up, my siblings and I are, like, we're all doing big things now. Like, it's fun to hear a sibling or a parent or whatever, like, recognize, like, say something about it, because I don't know, we're not living with each other all the time and hearing it. Like, we're not constantly in each other's ears talking about, what am I saying, you know what I mean. So whenever it happens, it's kind of sweet. But yeah, that's cute. Next one is when a crowd sings a song together. You don't know everyone, but you can hear the happiness in everyone shouting as you all enjoy the moment together. I'm depressed, dude. All I want to do is do that again this year. Concert, breathing down people's ears, like just singing songs, being body to body, everyone's sweating and it's crazy. Like, fuck. I've mentioned, like, that is the feeling I'm trying to create for you guys as my listeners. Like, again, back in September, October, I was really fucking dramatic about creating a podcast, creating a universe, creating a feeling, creating a vibe when you listen to my show. And I was like, what is the best feeling in the world? It's that. Being at a concert, being around a bunch of people, that energy, the loud music, everything's like, it feels the best of anything else in life, in my opinion. Just that environment is so supreme, and I just want like I just want it back so bad. Next one. Laughing so hard when you're not supposed to. That pain in your stomach is really something to miss. Facts. Facts. That's when you're like you've completely lost it and let go. And that's the most, like, those are the best times. Like, laughing till it hurts should be done. Like, that should be done every day. Like, and honestly, like with my puppy now, it's like that sometimes because I observe him do crazy shit and I will like die laughing alone. Well, I live alone, so I laugh by myself. You get it? Okay. Me dying on my deathbed, like I'm laughing to death. That'd be fun. Okay. But it's that, and then honestly with TikToks, like I cry sometimes laughing. And I don't know. But that feeling is so good. Is this a fun segment? I don't know. Okay. Oh shit, this one's good. The moments where you are able to stop for a minute and realize that it's one of those times you won't forget. That's what I live for. Oh shit. That's so true. I'm starting to realize like I got to do that more now. I think the puppy is helping me with that because there's so many times I just find myself staring at him doing something. I'm like, he'll never be that small again. I have to cherish that, and I like bank it in my brain, and I take a moment to like soak it in. Damn, a moment you won't forget. I'm trying to think of like a big one for me, where I was like, whoa. I mean, I do have one, but it's very personal. I can't share it, but I feel like we all have those moments where you're like, you're almost pinching yourself where you're like, this is living. Like, wow. Like, it's a life altering moment. Yeah, cool. All right. At night, when you look at the skies and the multiple skies and stars, and man, it make me realize that we are so small and the universe is so. Is this corny? That one's kind of corny. Those unplanned summer nights spent outside with your best friends. When the time seems to stay still. Next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. God, I'm depressed. I don't have that. I don't fucking have that. And you know what? I was watching, I know, let's talk about my social life. Like, I was watching Ozark. Yeah, I was watching Ozark, and I was watching how Ruth got in the car with Ben. And then I had like a flashback to college when like, this makes zero sense, but like just watching them get into the car together, and they're obviously like a couple in the show, but I was like remembering how many times I would get in my friends' cars and we'd go grab coffee, we'd like go around, do fun shit, and I'm like, I don't fucking have that anymore. Like I straight up don't. And I know I've talked to you guys about me becoming the socialite of San Diego, me being like a social butterfly this year and really trying hard to make new friends, and like I said I wanted a best friend this year. I was like, I want to find a girl that you know, we're like besties, and I have that. And to be honest, I got a dog instead, and that's working for me right now. But like I miss having those moments of like, or those like days where you're like hanging out at each other's places, you're always like in the car together driving around, you're going out and doing fun shit at night, and you're just like always in someone else's car. I don't know, something about that car made me remember that in that scene, but that's kind of sad. But yeah, those summer nights, back to the comment, like where you're just all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. and you're sitting around the campfire or whatever the fuck, like it's the best. I think let me reframe or whatever. Let me I have to do this for me to feel okay about my life, I guess. But like I think what I'm doing with my life right now is very good. It's very good. I think what I'm doing is unique to me, and the times are unusual right now, clearly, with the world. And what I've chosen to do with my life is not, it's, I guess, for me, and what I was up to before I got, I lost my job and COVID hit everyone and everything. So this is kind of an unusual course for me to take. But I feel like, and in turn, or in return, it's like social life has sucked. I'm not whisking around the city, like doing fun shit anymore. I'm focusing on working hard and gaining, growing my professional life. And then personally, I've worked on myself so much with this podcast, and I've dedicated myself to it to the point where, yes, it is every single day, because it's imperative. Like, I have to get my shit. I need to figure. I basically hit a point where I was like, I need to get my shit together. Like, I need to, like, mentally get to know myself and get clear on who I am. And I discovered quickly that this podcast was the best way for me to do that. And I also love having fun and sharing with you guys and, like, creating this little community and little, it's fun. Like, I love podcasting in general, but I shouldn't be too hard on myself, because I know there's so many other people out there that relate to that, and they've, I have my internet friends. Like, that's what's different now, is like I have all these people I feel close to virtually, but like I don't have a crew, I don't have a squad, and I think I've always been hard on myself about that. Because maybe it's because in the past I always did. I always had best friends, I always had shit going on socially, and then now I just don't. But I think instead of feeling sorry for myself about that a little bit, I'm just like, dude, this is good. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a chunk of your life to work yourself out and be selfish and not like, here's why. I haven't mentioned this in a while, because you're probably thinking, well, friends are good for your mental health. Friends are good. Like, you need that. You need community. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with or whatever. Like, I get it. 100%. You're right. I know. However, I realized COVID made me realize, when I was locked down alone and when I was depressed, I realized that, and that hit me hard. I was one of those people that hit the fuck hard. And I'm willing to admit that and be vulnerable and share my story, that I was in a hole for a very long time last year. I realized that people and activities and excursions and adventures and my social life was an out. It was a distraction for myself. When I was stuck alone, when everything was shut down, I wasn't good alone. I wasn't happy by myself. I had all these mental struggles that were being suppressed by all the action in my life and all the friends and activities, like I just said. So basically 2020 was all about me sitting by myself, staring myself in the mirror and saying, fucking figure it out, bitch. Like yourself. Figure it out. It's only you. That's all you got. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of not liking myself and being mean to myself. So I got therapy. My family came and helped me, and they were like, Jacqueline, get your shit together. I was like, you're right. I know. And the life update I keep giving my therapist is like, I don't talk shit to myself anymore. Like, I'm not worried about it. Like, at this point, I'm like, I think I'm cool. I like myself. I think I'm a fun person. I think I've got it going on. I'm not a loser. And I don't know why I spent so many years in my 20s so far just picking myself apart and psychoanalyzing my personality. And if I'm too much and I'm too brash and tacky, and it's like this thing I always hid, and I was always insecure about it. And then so instead of being myself, I was constantly adjusting and playing small and acting like politically correct with everything I did, and just trying to be like one of the girls, like, like I literally didn't talk like this at some points. Like, in social interactions, I'd be like, I get ditzy and stupid because I didn't want, like, just for me to be raw and real with people, it felt like I wasn't going to get accepted and that people would think I was fucking weird. And so I just kind of did the meek little ditzy bullshit that I see a lot of, I'm just going to say a lot of women do this, especially when they first meet. And it felt fake. And I just felt like a fraud so far. And so I cracked. 2020, I cracked. And I got on the podcast and I shared my story. and I let it fly now, and I don't hold back, and I feel like uh, it's been good for me. And now going out into the world, let's go back to the social thing. When I go interact with people now, when I'm out there making friends like I want to do, I think I'm coming from a very uh, I'm coming out of the gate strong in who I am, and I have more to offer, and I think I'm a better person. I'll be a better friend, and that's important to me. That I'm thinking like, okay, it was important for me to do this, and take the time I needed to find myself. Boring. All right, rant over, monologue over. Next one on this list. What's your favorite thing about life? When you smile at a stranger and they smile back. That's pretty sweet. This is kind of corny, but seeing people happy and smiling, especially when you know they deserve that. At night when the rest of the world is sleeping and it's so quiet. When you discover a new song and can't stop listening to it. Okay, all these are like, I feel like a bunch of middle schoolers are commenting here, but that's okay. Oh, at night in the summer, going for a walk, you can feel the warmth and smell of the air. I don't know how to explain it. It smells like the sea almost. I'm being silly. I know. Someone commented that. I guess let me just tell you guys quickly like why, like what is my favorite thing about life. And then I'm going to end this cuz I saw that TikTok. I'm like, oh, that'll be nice if people are feeling kind of down. They can think about warm and fuzzy feelings, and but it's kind of boring, to be honest. I feel like one of my favorite things about life, or I'm just gonna say my favorite thing about life, is there's like two situations or environments. It's sitting at my mom's house first thing in the morning with my mom, my sister, my brother, watching the sun come up, drinking coffee, shooting the shit. Like, that is my favorite situation ever, and I want to do that every single day. Like, when I went home for a month in December, we did that every day, and it was it's like, that is my pure, like, bliss. I feel the most whole when I'm sitting in my mom's kitchen doing that, and we're just downing pots of coffee, and it's just so fun. And my mom might be making breakfast sandwiches, or fucking like there's cinnamon rolls there from my aunt, and it's amazing. Like, that's my favorite thing. And then the second part of that would be a similar situation, but at my grandparents' house, and they invite us over for Sunday morning coffee and breakfast, and we just sit around, and we don't even need to talk. We're just in each other's presence. I think hands down, those are my favorite, like, times of, like, moments of my life, or like parts of my life that I cherish probably the most. And then I love early mornings. Like, I love the smell. Like, I think Jimmy, with my puppy, I wasn't getting outside really early in fresh air, and now that I've been doing that, it feels I know this is dumb, but I'm like getting choked up from what I just said, and I miss my family. Okay, my mom's visiting. By the way, my mom's visiting me soon. But yeah, just getting out early in the morning, smelling the fresh air. I think for me, just San Diego is, I'm so obsessed with that. I love everything about it, and every time I'm outside, I'm at the beach, whatever, I'm still pinching myself and taking it all in. Like, this, I love life. Like, I love where I chose to find myself, to grow up in my 20s. Like, I love it here. But yeah, all the things that people mention, the concerts, the waking up or getting excited for the next day, or just like that like going into the club feeling. Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about this. I don't know if one of the best feelings ever, I think this is for my girls, is getting in full glam in Vegas, or like you're out. It doesn't matter if you're in Vegas or not. I'm just thinking of Vegas. You're like fully done up, feeling hot, and you're going out that night, and you've got your heels on, your dress on, your hair done, makeup, everything's perfect, and then just like you smell good, and you're like you're in a hotel room, you're drinking with your girls, you're about to go out, and then it's like that initial walk into the club or the scene. It's just like that feeling of like I'm the shit and I'm cool and I feel I I feel hot. I know I look good. This is like this is gonna be fun tonight. Like, I don't know, it's that hypey feeling. I always I want to do that every weekend, minus the hangover and the crazy staying out late. But like, you know, somehow replicate that for myself. Maybe I could do it at home. I should do, maybe just for Instagram, I'll dress up and get a bunch of makeup on and put on a dress and like, I don't know, post a pic, try to like recreate that feeling. But that was my favorite thing about college, just getting ready with my girls to go out. It wasn't so much about going out. It was more like the getting ready part. Listening to music, drinking wine, putting our makeup on, doing each other's makeup, picking out each other's outfits. Like, that's my favorite thing to do. I think that's what so back to the finding friends thing, like that's what that's what I'm missing and I want so bad again, but trying to find myself. Fuck. All right. So, I think that's it. I saw that it's going to rain tomorrow, which I'm kind of excited about and kind of, I don't know, sometimes when it rains in San Diego and the clouds come in, it like instantly makes me tired and it's like a heavier, it knocks me out quicker than just like when I lived in Washington. It's like that all the time. Here you notice it and you feel different. Like as soon as it rolls in, you're just like, fuck, I just want to lay around all day. But yeah, that's what's coming up tomorrow. Not to talk about the weather and be boring, but anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it. Have a great day. I don't know when you're listening to this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm here every day. Yeah, I hope you're happy. I hope you're fulfilled. I hope maybe what I mentioned about maybe just hearing me talk about how I'm avoiding getting in a funk and slipping back and how I'm trying to stay on top of my shit and put myself on a routine. Maybe just hearing someone talk about that makes you inspired or like gets you energized about maybe getting OCD about your day and putting yourself on a strict schedule. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I get in a phase of like trying to, I don't know, to like, I get in phases of color coding my fucking planner. Like, that's the phase I'm in. Like, I'm writing in my planner a lot. I'm color coding things. Everything in my life is super pristine right now because I got to parent myself and be more disciplined. And I don't know, I'm noticing the effects. It's only been a few days, but I just feel good. I feel like it's all down to shutting off at 5. Guys, that is the biggest thing I needed to do. Stop working when work is done. Stop working all the time. You got to have a mental shut off. And I never established that with myself. So I think my nights of like doing my yoga, watching my shows, hanging out with my dog, they feel better and I feel good about it now. So yeah. All right. I know I'm being annoying about my life routines and stuff, but until I feel like I'm really on top of it, or like this is not just a new habit I'm doing, it's just part of me and like part of who I am. Like, I need to stop work so the stop working at 5 is huge right now that I'm working on, but it's got to be like brushing my teeth, like where I don't even think about it. It's just like an automatic, So yeah, the series is probably going to continue for a while. So go listen to old episodes if this seems boring. Like, here's the thing. You got 178 episodes ahead of this one. Go listen back. There's some crazy shit I've gone off on so many episodes. But right now it's kind of like, it's a new month. 1 year anniversary of coronavirus coming up, and I don't want to get back into depression like I did last year. And so I don't know. I have a lot of PTSD from that time, and I need to go to bed. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm here 7 days a week, and head over to patreon.com/TJMS to get access to more of my content. More of me. I do extra videos, pictures, that no one sees on the gram. I do patron shout outs every Friday, and I do phone calls with my patrons. Top tier, of course. All right, patreon.com/TJMS. Love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.